It's blooming.
Hey, yo, is this thing on?
We got the new look Are We Recording studio. First episode with Young 036.
What's up, y'all?
I'm so excited for this, man. It feels like so much nicer right now, not having to do the stools and stuff. Sorry, we gotta do an introductions here.
Or on Zoom. The Zoom episodes.
Oh, yeah, Zoom. Hey, Zoom. I think the Zoom episodes have been pretty solid.
They have, but like it don't feel the same as like when you sit on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but introductions. My bad. I totally forgot. The young Rottweiler, Ethan Hamilton. I'm Gage Sutton, 007. And again, Young 036 joining us today. Go follow him on Instagram. We'll start it off kind of talking about what you do and
and why you are here
why
today.
You're here today.
Recording.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, you're gonna. Okay, so I guess I'll just go into it. So early.
Yeah, the kind of.
No, yeah, it's cool. So basically, I am a musical artist. Mostly known for sorority anthems, like the If You Was Zeta at the University of Alabama, like that's all me. I got TikTok viral off of that a couple of times, and now I'm like just getting commissions coming in, and that's what I really do. But like I also do other types of music. I'm just actually about to rebrand, so I'm gonna have the Young 036, and then I'm gonna have 036, which is different. It's like my all my like actual music and like not like anything that's like TikTok music. So I'm gonna separate my TikTok music from my actual music, and then we're in the process of rebranding that. But that's what I do. I go to Texas State, eat 'em up cats. Holy shit, I'm finna graduate. I am fucking excited, but I'm also like nervous, bro, because it's like, what do you do after college? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's how we felt when we graduated, dog. Like we're like, fuck, like so we're sitting there like on the couch with our cap and gown. So what do we do
What's next?
Yeah,
yes, bro. It's I don't know, man. Cause like I watched this like podcast the other day, and they're talking about like these were hopeless motherfuckers. Though. They were like nothing. There's nothing after college. Like all you do is go to like a bar on Thursday with your buddies, and that's it, and just it goes downhill from there. But somebody commented like, it's like you don't miss college, you just miss the community. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that's probably facts. So I feel like if you like join clubs and like stay involved in certain things, you'll still have that same feel of college, but like growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just staying interested in what you want to be in, because I like when people get at college, or like when they graduate college, most of the time, like they like go to their 9 to 5s, and then they like quit any dreams that they ever had. So like it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You gotta stay focused on your hobbies and stuff like that.
Yeah, and going out is important too. I feel like, because like you just said, in college, it's like you go out every weekend. We got the square here in San Marcos, and now it's like, damn, all my friends are in San Marcos. I'm in San Antonio. I don't want to make the drive every weekend.
Yeah, like, you gotta be selective. Like I'm told, like I'm here now because it's our buddy's like birthday weekend.
Yeah.
Usually I stay down in Dallas.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. It's like I go to work, I do what I gotta do, and yeah, I do like hobbies and shit on the side. But if I didn't have those, bro, you're just so bored. Like I know, like there's tons of shit to do, but it's like it's different when you're doing it with people and doing it by yourself when you have to go meet new people. Because we're like 21, 20, like you know what I'm saying. We don't want to meet new people. We just want to like stick with the old people.
No, facts. And there was like a study on that. It was like, the more you grow older, the more people you don't really trust or some shit like that. So you have to make your friends in like a certain window or something like that. It's kind of crazy.
Sense.
It's harder to make friends when you're older, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because like you have less of those opportunities of going out and meeting people like you do in college. So if you're listening to this and you're still going to college, how much longer do you have before you graduate?
I don't know. So I got to talk to my advisor. If I can get one more credit hour like passed or whatever, because like I don't think they counted the lab that I took. If they count that lab, I'll graduate this semester. If they don't count that lab, I'll graduate in the spring.
Okay, cool. So either way, you're like savoring this last like semester to.
I'm trying to go all in this semester. Yeah.
I feel you. Like that's how we were this summer. Like on one of our past episodes, we talked about how this summer, like we really maxed it the fuck out of what we're gonna do, because like all of us are like we all turned 21 like at the end of the semester.
Right.
And so we're like, fuck, like nobody's like here now. Like it's only like maybe the upperclassmen, maybe a couple people here and there. But like now it's so many people like at the square and down at the university. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
6th Street too.
I hate 6th Street, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like I hate Dirty 6th. I like because like too much stuff goes on at Dirty 6th.
Have you taken the party bus to 6th?
I've never taken the party.
See,
I
you gotta do
I
that.
see the snaps on the party bus, and I'm like, fuck. I wish I was on the party bus,
Bro,
but
I'm telling you, they get fucking crazy.
The party bus, like I don't even want to hate on 6. I'm with you. Like Dirty 6, like it's cool. Like
Yeah.
but the party bus is when you have the most fucking fun. You get the most the most shit happens in that 45-minute ride.
Oh yeah.
And then when you get there, you're like, fuck, like everything, like just, it's a downward spiral. Like after you get off
Dude,
the
I have
bus.
to go to the party bus now. That's crazy.
Nah, man, it's a lot of fun. Actually, gonna do that tomorrow. Too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This weekend we got a party
tomorrow,
bus ready. So
hey, if you're in town, man, we're going to
I'll
Austin.
fucking work tomorrow, bro. I'm sorry, but we're going to Square tonight. So if you want,
say
we
less.
will
We
see
will
you
see you there.
there we go.
But let's get right into it, man. Like you spoke about how like you do like party anthems for sorority, but you also have like the more, I wouldn't say serious, but like the music that you're seriously passionate about, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get into music? I know that's like
So,
a really vague
when
question.
when I was in high school, when I was in high school, we had this have you ever been in like have you ever played like an instrument or anything like that?
I tried.
So there's like in high school there's like practice rooms and shit. And so like during lunch we would go into the practice rooms and be like me and a couple of buddies, and then somebody would put on a beat and then we just started freestyling. And then like next thing you know, somebody had a mic. We all started recording on the mic. Next thing you know, I bought my own mic, and then like I was just rapping, recording, just making some bullshit, funny ass shit. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep doing this shit. And then I saw when I was a senior, or when I was I think when I was a sophomore, Yachty came out. Yachty blew up, yeah. And so when Yachty blew up, I was like, damn, this motherfucker, like, because he was just making whatever the fuck he wanted, and he like blew up and shit like that. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just start making music. I don't know where it's gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Why not? Because he was like 17 when Minnesota came out, right?
Yeah.
He was young as hell. Like,
he was young as shit, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker's like the same age or like almost the same age as me. I was like, let's just keep doing it. So I just started making music like that.
And then and so that happens, right? Like Yachty comes out, you start like taking it like more serious, even though you're still in high school and you're still fucking around with your friends.
I was fucking around with it. Like in high school, I didn't take it serious until like college, because I feel like in high school I was like kind of doing it, but I was still focused on school. It was like really when I got to college where I was like, it's like a whole new scene for me. This is like a whole new type of people where like nobody knew me. And I was like, I wanted to be known for something. So I was like, I really want to take this music shit seriously so I can be known for that.
Yeah.
So when I was in college, that's when I started making like the sorority anthems and shit like that. So my freshman year, I went to Bradley University, and it's in Illinois. And at Bradley, it's a super small school. So it's like 5,000, 6,000 kids. And like the party scene was not at the bars, it's like not at the square, it's like at the frat houses and shit like that. And so I was thinking, I was like, how do I get my music played at these bitches? And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just make a song about a sorority. So I made like this super ass explicit song talking about like fucking all these like sorority girls and shit. And like I was nervous as shit when I dropped it, because I was like, oh, the frat's gonna fuck with it, they're gonna love it crazy, right? And then I was like, but I think the sorority girls are gonna be like, take that shit down.
Yeah. They'll take it too serious. Like they don't know that like you're like playing around with it. Like you're not dead ass about it. Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, and so like I was like, shit, I don't know if I should drop this. I dropped it in January. The frats were like, they thought it was cool, but like, bro, all the sorority girls, they were like fucking with it. They would fuck with it so crazily. I was like, what the fuck? Like next year, because I posted on my campus story, it's like a Snapchat. Like back in the day, there was like this dude called Hilltop Madness, and he was basically like the bar stool. And I got it posted on the Hilltop Madness, and then he kept posting on the Hilltop Madness, and then everybody was like talking shit about it, saying I was trash and shit. But then like they kept it relevant,
yeah.
And so other people started listening to it and shit. And next thing you know, like it got to the sorority girls, and then the sorority girls were like, holy shit, this song is good, and they were all fucking with it. And next thing you know, like probably from like the end of February to like end of my end of my freshman year, like everybody knew who I was on campus. Because they were like, you're the dude who made that sorority. And I was like, oh shit, like this is fucking wild. And like I ended up performing at like a couple of like similar formals and shit like that. And like that was it. I was like, holy shit, like this is wild. That I didn't know it was gonna like actually blow up. Next thing you know, it was like at Illinois, and then it went to like Long Beach, and like everybody was fucking with the music at the time.
So when you first performed right at these semi-formals, right? Like, is this the first time ever you've like performed like your raps?
No, I report my first. It was probably my first like actual paid performance. Other than that, wasn't my homie. That it was like an official performance that wasn't one of my friends paying me to perform. So it was like one of the like. But the thing is, at the semi-formal, I thought I was just DJing it, and all these girls were coming up to me like, "You're gonna play the song, you're gonna like perform it, right?" And I was like, "No, I don't think."
You started blushing and shit. I'm like, no, I don't think I should.
So see, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is like when the sorority girls started fucking with it, you were like, "Damn, I struck gold." Right?
No, yeah.
Like,
I didn't think I struck gold, but I was just really surprised. I was like, I did not think the sorority girls would fuck with a song that was talking about fucking sorority girls. And I was just really surprised. I was like, damn, this is wild. Like I was just taking it in at that time. Cause like, it was honestly crazy. So like when they told me to like perform it and they all knew it like word for word, I was like, this is fucking crazy.
And that's crazy. And that's the thing. And that's the thing I gotta say I respect most about you so far is like the way I've seen your branding and everything. The fact that you've like made money off of this and
you were
been
like
able to go
purposeful
and go across the country and go to different colleges. It's not just Texas State where you go to school right now. It's like Alabama, UT. I mean, you've been everywhere.
No, yeah.
Just to name a couple of the schools that I saw.
Yeah.
So I mean, how does that feel? That like you can go from school to school and people know who you are and like you kind of carry this image of yourself as
so like when I carry like okay, so like people don't know my face, but like you know what I'm saying. So like when I walk around like a different campus, people don't know who I am. But if I tell them, and this shit happened at like Bama, this shit happened at A&M, like everywhere I've been to where I was just like in a casual conversation. I don't like bringing it up. My friends, they're fucking losers. They always bring that shit up. Yeah.
I feel like with the podcast, like anytime we go anywhere out in public, one of the guys will get drunk and they'll be like, these two guys, they do a podcast, right? Yeah. And it's like, dog, I didn't want to talk about this right now. So
I should. I mean, right? Like that is kind of a flex.
We're proud of it. I'm with him. Like, you're proud of it, but it's like
you don't want to be like, hey, I'm that.
You don't be that guy. Yeah. I'm with you.
You most definitely don't want to be that guy. Like, I'm at A&M. My fucking drunk friend, we're at the A&M some game, A&M South Carolina game, and this motherfucker goes, "You were a Zeta at the University of Alabama," like to a whole crowd, and everybody turns around. They're like, "Oh my god, that fucking song!" And he's like, "Yeah, he made that song." I'm like, bro,
like at first it was cool, like they looking at you, now they looking at both of us.
Oh yeah, and they were like, "No, you're lying. I had to show them. They're like surprised as shit when it happened. So it's cool and everything, but like. I feel like when I do my sorority stuff and everything like that, it's cool that people know me and stuff like that. It's like a really good accomplishment. But at the same time, like I know you guys can probably feel that you're creators too, but like you have a certain goal you want to be at.
Yeah.
And since you're not at that certain goal, you can't really like enjoy the
fruits of your labor.
You can't enjoy the fruits of your past labor because you're not like you haven't gotten to the top fruit yet. You know what I'm saying? Or like your big goal.
So then let me ask you, bro, like what's your big goal? Like what do you ultimately want to go? Obviously we can tell you're very passionate about music. Like who are some of the artists that inspire you and like what's kind of like the path that you want to go from here? Like
my top 3 artists that inspire me are Kendrick Lamar, Yachty, and Thousand Man Fonny. He's like
that's a solid 3. That's usually because I was just gonna say I'm gonna judge so hard on this top 3. No, that's a good 3.
And it was very like diverse too, because like you never hear we hear Kendrick, right? Yachty we hear because
Thousand Man Fonny,
yeah.
Our friend Jalen, who's been on the podcast before, he loves Thousand Man Fonny. Yeah. So that's like when you said that, I'm like, dog, this.
I was listening to Fonny like 2014, like SoundCloud shit, like. I love that motherfucker. And like he just reminds me like, bro, like because the shit he makes is like so simplistic at the same time that it's like he just reminds me to stay consistent, bro. Like there's a fan base for everything out there. Because like the old shit, I go back and listen to it, I'm like, damn, like this shit was never supposed to go mainstream, but this nigga like just kept doing it, kept dropping shit. Now he's 3 million monthly listeners, just living off music. It's insane. But like Yachty, the same shit, like just does whatever the fuck he wants. He doesn't really care about anything. He just dropped a Detroit album just because. And then like Kendrick, because like Kendrick didn't rap about the guns and the shit. Came up, he just told his story. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's my top 3 inspiration type shit.
Yeah. Man, so like I guess for what you want for yourself, what do you kind of envision like
where's Young 036 in 5 years?
Yeah.
That's it.
I want to say on a yacht with some bad bitches. But honestly, bro, like, dude, the plan is always ever changing, bro. And like, I'm sorry, like, I always think about this shit all the time because like, there's so much shit I want to do and there's so much shit I want to accomplish. But at the same time, like, you have to, the path will like lighten itself out. Like, if you work hard, like, the path will show itself. And then you can start getting into stuff. Because, like, when I was, like, doing the sorority stuff and, like, the next one took off, that the path was just showing it, like, dude, just go down this path. Whatever is going to, like, if the path is working, keep going down the fucking path for as long as you can. But I don't know, like, where I want to be in 5 years. And I know that's, like, crazy. Like, oh, my God. Because everybody, like, especially when you're about to graduate from college, nobody knows what they want to do. But I know I just want to I'll be fine, bro. Like, I really want to move to Utah. Like, I'm talking to my sister about that, and she was like, what the fuck, you want to move to
Yeah, so why
Utah?
Utah? Like,
dude, Utah is fucking beautiful as shit. And, like, oh my gosh, bro. Okay, so this is, like, I'm not, like, a loner, but I do like to, like, chill out, and you know what I'm saying? I go out, but I'm not frequently out, and like if I want to go to the city like Salt Lake City, I can go to Salt Lake City, but I just want to like chill.
Keeps yourself.
Yeah, and I just want to. Actually, that's what I want to do. That's what I was thinking about the other day. I want to move a lot of places, and like I want to move to like Utah, go somewhere else, maybe move to like another place, keep moving, and just really just travel the stage. It doesn't have to be around the world, but just travel other places and stuff like that. Just get out and see the world.
I'm with you. I got like 5 places like on my bucket list. Like for me, I don't know why, but Jersey's just a place I want to fucking go to. I think it's because like I got family there, and they live in like this fat ass mansion, and so every time I know that's not what Jersey is, but every time I think of Jersey, that's all I think is my cousin's crib, fat ass mansion, and they had the basement where all we would do is play soccer all fucking day in their basement because it was huge. So for me, it's Jersey. I want to do Miami. I want to do Tokyo.
Miami, bro. Have you been to Miami? I fucking hate Miami.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just love Miami. Like,
no, I feel you. I know why people fall in love with Miami. I can definitely see why people fall in love. But it just looked like I was in a Scarface movie when I was out there. So I was like, I can't really do this. But I can see why. It's just like so much shit out there. Like there's a lot of like fake ass people out there. Like that have like this big ass like phony ass lifestyle and shit like that. It's like a lot of superficialness in like one space, and that's why I didn't like.
That's like the big city. Like that goes for any big city in any state, basically. Though.
Nah, I'm not with you on that. Like, cause there's certain big cities. Like I wouldn't say Texas big cities aren't like that. Like Houston, Dallas.
Yeah, fucking Dallas. Dallas is.
It's not like that.
If you go to like uptown, like where like by the Dallas Mavericks,
where the white folk are.
Yeah, where they're like, oh yeah, they're paying like $15 for a drink. I walked into a bar, I paid like $20 for a fucking drink.
Crazy.
It was like a little shot, and I'm like, that's fucking wild. They're all sipping their little tea, having little. I can't do it. Fuck that. No sir. But like Fort Worth is chill. We make fun. I'm from Fort Worth, so we make fun of Dallas all the time. But
which part of Fort Worth?
South Fort Worth, so like Crowley, Burleson.
I'm from Grapevine.
Oh,
everybody says that.
Grapevine.
Oh my gosh.
No, Grapevine. Like I love Grapevine. I love all my people from Grapevine. But I'm with you. Like Grapevine, it's a lot.
No, yeah. I feel like the only cool thing in Gaylord is the Gaylord Texan out there.
And Great Wolf Lodge, I got a rep. That's my old job. I work in the arcade down there. Yep.
Bro, I used to have like the little magic wand, like the
Magi Quest, bro.
Yes.
You don't understand how many kids would walk in the arcade and like start going up to the damn video games and just doing like Kazam, Kablow, and I'm like, you fucking little kids. Of course, this isn't part of the fucking game, you idiots.
Bro, no, because we didn't know what the fuck was part of the game. We were just walking around the whole fucking hotel, bro. Like, I remember that shit. Like, anything that looked like a little red button, I was like going up to.
And they had the fat ass dragon like at the end of the hallway where the line would wrap around damn near the whole hallway, and it's just like all day constantly people trying to beat the damn dragon. And all it was like you weren't doing anything. You were just tapping on the screen and doing this. Like there was no strategy involved whatsoever.
Oh shit, bro! You just ruined my fucking childhood.
Wow, you just ruined the immersion, bro.
So, like I understand, but I had to like clear that shit up because the amount of kids I see just lined up like trying to do this shit, and I'm like, bro, if you just wait like 3 seconds and do it, or if you suck so bad, the attendant will be like, dog, let me just do this for you, and they'll do it for you.
Oh my god,
ruining childhoods, man.
That's what this podcast is made for.
Damn,
just for that.
Yeah, just ruining childhoods.
Anyway, I think we should talk a little bit. Stay with the topic of music. Me and Ethan are very into music. Obviously, have very different palettes.
Diverse
palettes. So, I guess we just did a video about Jid's new album and kind of did a recap of like some of the this year and
what's upcoming.
Yeah, what's upcoming. So, is there an album that you're looking forward to, or one that you've been bumping a lot this year? I would say
this year, bro. I've been bumping a lot of shit, bro.
And if not, I can broaden it too, because we also did like songs and albums that are gonna remind you of college once you're done.
That's a good question, because now you finna graduate. So,
bro,
what are some of the albums? Like for us, it was Whole Lot of Red, So Much Fun.
I said Don Toliver.
A Love Letter to You.
All right.
That Beautiful Thugger Girls, like all that, just like freshman vibes type shit. Like
that's a thug album that goes extremely like under the radar.
Yeah, I bitch just slept on. I was just the other day. Bro, fucking Culture 2.
Culture 2?
Culture 2? Because that's what everybody was fucking playing when it fucking came out. Everybody was like, fresh out of bed. Like every fucking party, those shit. Fucking, what else, bro? Bro, any Yachty song, any like Yachty album that came like after Teenage Emotions, I was probably listening to like all through college. So
I forgot Teenage Emotions came
that shit
out.
was
So you like
It was
Lil Boat
garbage.
2? You like Lil Boat 2 and
I love all that shit. I was listening to mixtape Yachty. Like I love all of Yachty shit except for Teenage Emotions.
I felt bad for Yachty fans when Teenage Emotions came out, like because it was like his like wasn't it not necessarily his debut, but like his.
It was his debut.
It was that's yeah, and they were like, ugh, like I remember I held that over my friends for so damn long.
yeah. I mean, it's just so crazy how like the I guess the way we looked at those SoundCloud rappers kind of coming up. There were a lot of people who were like very critical of like 21 Savage and Lil Uzi and Kodak Black, and Lil Yachty falls into that category. He was in that freestyle too, or in the cypher, and it's kind of changed. I feel like everyone loves those guys now. Like
so it's just consistency and just, developing the big enough fan base to where like you develop good music for that fan base, and that fan base just keeps fucking with you, so you don't have to deal with all this big ass scrutiny. Like Yachty's like he's probably
The exceptions.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And it's weird because like there's good and there's bad things about like getting a bigger audience. We never think that like we're all in the same space as creators. We're like we want to grow our audience, get bigger and bigger and bigger. But there's sometimes you're like there's certain people you don't want in your circle. You know what I mean? Because maybe they don't like understand what you're making, or they see it from an outside looking in. Mm-hmm. So you're like, no, dog, like that's not like. I know it might seem crazy. Mm-hmm. Like me and Gage talk about this like off mic. The amount of shit that we know in like 2-3 years that we've said on the podcast, because it hasn't even been crazy, but that like is gonna look like out of whack. It'll age poorly, and we don't try to do that, but sometimes that's just happen. That happens. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're focused on doing something current, that like 2-3 years down the road, you're like, wow, this this is not the greatest. Like I don't think that way, or I don't like that take. I don't agree. Like I think the exact opposite. And especially when like the audience becomes bigger and there's different people, you're like, oh man, that wasn't made for you. That was made for this type of person. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's like why Yachty fits in that category. Like Yachty makes shit for his fans and just his fans and shit like that.
No, I'm with you. So to go back to the music, right? A lot of people, right? You talked about how you want to separate the sorority music and your like maybe some of the more experimental music. Why so?
Okay, so bro, I feel like I've gone too far down the rabbit hole, the sorority rabbit hole, which is fine. I'm having fun doing it, but like that name has just been branded as the sorority dude, and so if I brand 036, it's not because 036, like the way I have it, it's gonna be on my Instagram. It's gonna sound like a whole different. It's a whole different me, whole different like. It's just a whole different vibe than Young 036. They're gonna be completely different vibes, and like Young 036 has just been branded so well to the sorority shit that there's no switching it up. Like if you switch it up, there's like the fans are gonna want the sorority shit. So I'm just gonna just rebrand it, find new fans, find the fans for the new music at the yeah.
So you can kind of see like maybe that's like your graduation. Like from young 036 into 036, the same way you're graduating from Texas State, like into
it's exactly
like a new era almost.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah,
that's a very good way of putting it because I see what you're saying. Like you the sorority thing. Like it sounds to me like, you correct me if I'm wrong, that like the sorority shit is cool, but like you didn't think it was gonna pop off the way that it did.
Yeah.
You know, like and. It must be weird because like you are at these events, right? And you're performing the songs, and they're your songs, but at the same time, like, yeah, but I want y'all to listen to my other shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like, and like, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I've had a lot of great opportunities with like sorority music and stuff like that, but like, that was never the plan. You know what I'm saying? But the plan, like, you know what I'm saying? I just walked down the path, but like. The songs that I want to get heard, I don't really care. Honestly, I don't really care like if that shit blows up. Like it's just like what I want to express myself, you know. That's how I like music is how I express myself. Sometimes it's like my journal, but I don't necessarily care like if people ever listen to that or whatever. I just want to get it out to the people, but I want it to be organized into a way where everybody can just find my real music and everybody can find my sorority music and stuff that.
Fair enough. And I had a question, right? Because by like having you on, right, and looking at some of your music, one of the songs that I have to ask you about is the Texas State versus UT song. How did that came to be? Because watching the music video, you have the disclaimer at the beginning, and I already know you had to go through some shit to do this song. Talk us through it.
So fucking this is all Barstool. This is all Barstool's fault.
Fuck Barstool, man.
This is all Barstool's fault.
Fuck Barstool. This is our first.
Whoa.
This is our first podcast beef. This is Barstool.
I know, right? We're starting with Barstool.
Fucking Barstool. So they got the top 50 party schools, right? And they put UT on there, and they didn't put Texas State on there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because everybody's like, everybody's like, if you go to Texas State, you're an idiot, you're stupid, and you just go there to fucking party. That's literally our fucking, like, from the outside in, people outside looking in, that's all they think about Texas State. That's the fucking party school. So how the fuck did we not get on the fucking list? So that's what I was saying on my thing. So I made this song, it's called Poolside with Fiji, and I made a fucking, like, I said, how you gonna rate UT, and because I was saying, what did I say? I said like Texas State a party school. Where the fuck are flowers? I walked in the bar school. I was screaming, and shouting because but we're still in best bar. Hope the Axis get the crown. And then I said, how you gonna rank UT over Texas State? If we took away 6, UT would not have no parties at all.
I'm not gonna lie, you're onto some shit.
Yeah,
you're onto some shit.
And then fucking, I put that shit on TikTok. all these UT motherfuckers, oh, you're just stupid, you're so stupid, like, and everybody's mad as shit, and they're like, oh, you just have a 4.0, like, not 4.0, 0.4 GPA.
And it's like, yeah, I might have that, but that still doesn't change what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, if y'all told your fucking mom you were going to fucking Texas State, she would be like, the party school? The party, like, so how the hell did we not get on the fucking list? That's what I'm saying. Like, so everybody was commenting crazy ass shit.
So we have the list here, and we're looking at.
We're gonna put it up on the screen right now too, right?
So they had UT ranked at 41 on this list.
Like, we could have easily been 50.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm looking at some of the names like, bro, Delaware. Like, I get it. Like, shout out to all my people from Delaware, even if
I've seen some crazy ass TikToks from Delaware.
But like, bro, Texas State is above at least damn near half of these.
Nah, bro, that's what I be saying, bro. Like, okay, see you like
Kansas. Like, come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here? We losing recipes,
bro. I'd say, like, the fact that they had 41, you can maybe put it on there. But, like, their frat life is really, like, their party thing. Like, you have to be in a frat at Texas, at UT.
And I don't feel like that should count. That shouldn't count.
That's what I'm saying.
Think about how many, like us three aren't in frats. Like,
yeah, and we have fucking fun.
Yeah.
We go fucking wild.
Everyone has fun at this school, I feel like.
Yeah, like, as long as you leave the fucking house, like, that's what I don't get. Like, and I feel like it's kind of, like, very, like, judgmental. Like, because you're right. Like, if a lot of these schools is based on the fraternity and sorority life. Mm-hmm. And it's like, dog, what about everybody else? Like, we have fun too. Like,
exactly.
And I hate to say it, we might have more fun. Because we're not like, because with sororities and fraternities, yeah, they can cover some shit up, but like.
So would you say we're like the most underrated party school?
Yeah, bro, people sleep on this fucking school. If they came to this fucking school and they saw it.
It's time for my segment. This is the perfect segue.
Okay. But if we came to this motherfucking school, if you came to this motherfucking school, you like spent a weekend here and you like mess with people and they're like, yeah, come to this, you're gonna have a fucking blast. You're gonna be like, holy shit.
They'll change your life. Like, yeah. Like any person that's like, the best way I could put it is like coming into, if you don't know where to go to school and like and meeting people, like connecting with people is like what you want to do. Texas State is where it's fucking at.
It's a fucking vibe. Everybody has this chill ass, because we have to stick together. All these fucking other schools, bro, they hate us. In Texas, they fucking hate fucking Texas State.
For no reason. Like,
for no reason, we don't be doing shit.
It's not even like we're good at sports or some shit. Like, we're better now than when we first got here.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not like we're competing with them as much.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
it's like, why y'all like messing with us? Like, we doing our own little thing over here. Like,
Texas State students have to stick together, man. This shit is wild, bro.
So let's tie these worlds together, and for the segment I want to do, I want us to like give NBA player comparisons to what we think of universities in Texas as party schools. So I think Texas State would be Giannis because they are number one.
Okay.
They're the best party school in the state, right? Hold on, why is this wrong? Because there's a lot of unwanted hate to Giannis because they say he's not skilled.
I would say.
Because they say he's not skilled.
I wasn't
he's not better
first.
than KD. That he's not better than LeBron because he's not skilled.
Okay, I'll say this. Okay, I can see that comparison. Okay. I'd say Texas State is Devin Booker.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay, all right.
I'm not mad. Devin Booker top
From like
two,
a
three.
national standpoint or just in the state?
From just in the state. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what would we go with UT?
UT is probably
Daniela Gallinari. No, I'm just playing.
okay. UT is probably Kevin Durant. And I say this.
He does all this after saying Texas State was a better
No.
party
But I'm
school.
gonna say this because everybody's like, if you're going playing blacktop against someone, you're picking Kevin Durant. Like everybody knows who Kevin Durant is. Like UT is the most branded school in the whole like nation. Like it's like one of the best branded schools in the nation. Even though they're not like us when it comes to partying, like everybody knows who UT is. You know what I'm saying?
And
since
like,
they brand well, everybody it's
That's
the
fair.
equivalent.
I'm with you because like I'll go to like places like, well, we are like branded well too. But I'll go to places outside the like Texas, and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to Texas State, and they're like, oh, UT, and I'm like, no, like Texas State, and I'm like, party, and they're like, oh, Texas State, like I'm with you on that. Like UT's known for like not known. That's what I feel like they get away with. They're not known for being a party school, even though they do have fun parties, and it's not fair.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go Texas A&M. What do you got for
Texas
them?
A&M, fucking bro, Texas A&M.
Alex Caruso.
Bro, Texas A&M is like, damn, bro. Texas A&M is like,
I feel like they're
like fucking like
they're the
past prime Jason Kidd.
I was thinking, they're the CP3 of party schools. They're the CP3 of
party schools.
Like they'll take it to the playoffs. Like you'll have a good time there. But if you need a Hall of Fame night, like if you need a night to take you to the fucking finals, they're not doing it for you. Texas A&M is not gonna do it for you. Like it's just not. Northgate's cool and all, but it ain't.
Northgate's fucking cool. You just have to bro. Like it doesn't compare to like anything other than. Yeah, we're right. CP3.
Okay, so let's go Texas Tech.
Oh,
I feel like Texas Tech is just like.
This is just raw energy. Like that, I would go Giannis. Texas Tech is more so Giannis, I see.
I feel like Texas Tech is like. Damn, bro.
I feel like Tech does get pretty crazy.
Tech is a fucking party school. I know it's
just nasty.
There's just nothing to do in Lubbock.
Yeah. Fucking, I go. Delonte West.
All right.
Well, now we know which one is his least favorite.
Okay, so we'll do a couple more out of state real quick because obviously you've gone across the country. We'll go Alabama next.
Luka Doncic.
I never.
It's on the fucking come up. Like I'm telling you, like when I went to Bama, both times I went to Bama, that shit will never Texas State can never top Bama, of course, but there's parties literally everywhere. Everybody's having a fucking crazy ass time, it wasn't a party school before, but it's on the come. It will be an all-star. Luka will be the top 10-time all-star for the next 10, 15 years. That shit is wild.
I can see it because I think the thing that they have on us is they're a bigger campus, but their sports teams are fucking good.
The sports team is live. Their fraternity life is the most funded shit in the planet, and everybody is you basically have to be in a frat or sorority, even though you can have fun at Bama, but you have to know people in a frat or sorority to have the best fucking time. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes it tough too, because I've talked to freshmen and they're deciding what to do when they go to school, and they always ask me I'm pretty sure you've had these questions where they'll ask you hey, should I join a fraternity? And it's I wanted your opinion on it, because for me it's I'm 50-50. I never had a need for it, you know what I'm saying? And it being so, in my opinion, overpriced to do this type of stuff, it's dog, I can just I met them, I can find 5 guys and I run this shit, you know what I'm saying? I get that feeling from them. I don't need to go to the fraternity to go get it, but I understand why some people might go. How do you feel about it?
Nah, I tell people, because I get that question a lot, on TikTok. They'll DM me from TikTok to Instagram, and I'll be yo, I'm coming to Texas State, what should I do? I'm dude, you should, they're I'm thinking about joining a frat. I'm you most definitely should, if you want to join a frat, there's no problem with joining a frat, in my opinion, but I never really wanted to do it. But if I went to a school like Alabama or UT or some really big school, I probably would have joined. But with that, they gotta know that those big schools haze the shit out of you. So be ready for that. So I don't know if there's hazing down here, but at big schools, there's most definitely hazing. There's most definitely shit that you're gonna have to do that you don't want to do, and it fucking sucks. But I feel if it, as long as it's not crazy, as long as it's not fucking wild or drinking poisoning, alcohol poisoning and shit like that, and you're cool with being hazed for a whole 3-month period.
I just can't do the length. I can do a week.
Do it. Yeah. I'm saying there's no problem with joining the frat. You're just gonna need a little bit of money, and you'll have a fun time in a frat, especially if it's people that you enjoy. But I don't see anything wrong with joining a frat.
I feel light hazing should be tolerated. Have you guys seen Blue Mountain State?
Yes.
I have never seen that. No.
You haven't seen Blue Mountain
State?
Yeah. Okay, it's the greatest college TV show ever. It's amazing.
It's perfect. Go and watch it. There's actually a school in San Antonio, a high school in San Antonio, that was doing some of the hazing rituals that they did in Blue Mountain State, including the cookie run. Which
I think I heard about that. They had to
yeah.
See, now you know what I'm talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. And that was really gross and obviously a part of the TV show. But I feel you get hazed in every kind of like social setting to some degree.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's not to the oh, we're gonna put something in your butt like at a frat house, but it's like you get hazed when you start a new job, when you start it might not be
a new friend group. Like anytime you join like one that's already like had a couple like people in it, you get hazed to a certain extent. Like you're the guy that the first night out, you're the one buying the drinks, you're the one that's DD. So
yeah.
I'm with you on that. Like, cause when I first came here, I was like, man, fuck frats, fuck sororities. Like I was on that type of time. Like I can't stand these niggas. Like they don't let me into no parties, and I get it. I got no drinks, I got no bitches, but let me into this party. Like
no, bro.
Like that's the type of time it was on. Like the craziest shit we ever did. Like that we've talked about in the pod is that like. I can't lie. We're federal agents. Like we were just having. It was like the second week of like freshman year, and we're having a bad like. I'm talking every night. They're like, oh, like you know somebody here? No, like you don't got no girls. Well we're out of wristbands. Like they hit us with one of those ones, and it was like the 4th or 5th party, and we're like, fuck it, we've had enough. And then we went to the door, and they're like, oh, we sold out of wristbands, and we're like, really? You sold out of wristbands? Like, we weren't even trying to play the game with them. And they're like, yeah, we did. We said, cool. We went and walked to the end of the street, and we just watched, like, 3 guys and, like, one, like, bad bitch just walk by and walk in. They didn't even ask them for no fucking wristband. And so we said, we've had fucking enough. We then went, like, one of our buddies, who shall not be named because he gets mad that I fed him out on this shit. But he was like, fuck it, give me the phone. He called the police, and I gotta give it to him. He earned an Oscar nomination for his performance. Like, he was like, me and my husband, we have work in the morning, and these loud ass parties, like, it's just too much for my husband. Like, he has PTSD, da 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 da. And we're sitting behind the camera, dying. Like, we're listening to him do the voice. I'm like, bro, I didn't know your voice could go this high to do this old lady. And I kid you not, like 10, 15 minutes later, on the dot, they came in, like, busting down the doors, like, everything. And the funniest bit though, what made it all worth it was watching people try to jump the fence. Like,
no,
bro, people's jeans getting caught on the fence, bras falling off, people eating shit in the grass. That made it all worth it. So like, if you went to a party like in 2019 and it got shut down by the police over there by Mochas and Javas, wherever it's at. That was us. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can see me when y'all see me, but I don't feel bad whatsoever.
That's fucking wild, bro. One time I had one of those fucking parties, right? But like, okay, there was like this party, like everybody fucked with me, but except for this one frat, and at my old school, freshman year, it was this one fucking frat. I could never get in. I brought 3 bitches. I did not get in. They just said, no, we're only letting brothers in tonight. I'm like, fuck. So they let the bad bitches in, but they ain't let me in. So I was like, fuck it. But I was an intramural ref at that time. And I was scheduled to play, I was scheduled to ref their game. And so like I threw the game.
Bro, that's some real shit. That's some real
shit.
That's some real shit.
Shit, the whole fucking game.
They were like, that's a travel, that's a... You should have thought about that.
So we're only letting brothers in. I threw that shit. So, and I think it was like a championship game. So like,
I'm with you. I support that 100%. Because these friends, I get it. Like I get the ratio, but at a certain point, man, you gotta start letting some of us in.
No, but I feel like I get why they do it. Cause like, listen, you're not gonna let no dude you don't fucking know in a fucking party. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the same time, like I get it now that I'm older, but like at the same time, I was petty as shit.
I'm with you. Fuck him, because that's why. Like,
well, I'm not with him. I'm not with him.
No, now I'm not on that type of time. But freshman year, like when I couldn't get into no frat parties, and it was just straight up. That's the one thing about Texas State. The house parties really saved us. Like over there by what's it called, Mill Street, like all those ones. Those and they get shut down in 20 minutes. But the good thing was there was 6 of them that night in that apartment complex, so you was good.
Especially like Red Point and shit.
Yes, you was good. Like if you could find a parking spot, you was good the whole night. You just walk to door. No, but like those fraternities now, like they don't really like. It's weird. Like with upperclassmen, they have kind of like this radar. Like if it's upperclassmen, it kind of just, even if you don't got no girls or drinks with you, they kind of will just let you in. Mm. So like I'm okay with it now.
What would happen if we tried to get into a frat party?
We should try it. Like fuck it. Like why not? You say fuck it, why not? Like, fuck it. Like,
I mean, dude, honestly, you can get in a frat party if you know somebody in the frat. Like, if you literally know they're like your buddies with a frat, they roll out the window.
so what's your keys? Like, that's a good question. Like, what are your keys to getting into a frat or a sorority party?
Dude, you gotta, okay, the bad bitch shit doesn't work. Like, you bring 3 bad bitches, like, that you barely know, like, that are on your snap and like, hey, come to this, that's not gonna fucking work unless, like, they're your best buddies. Like, we're not going in unless he's going in with you.
Even then, they might not even, like, it might not even work because the bouncer will just be like, no, and they'll be like, oh, sorry, and then they'll just walk right in.
Walk in. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know the girls. Like,
That happened to me too, so
So fucking, honestly, bro, it's about networking. It's really about networking and just knowing, like, figuring out who's in the frats. Don't tell them, like, hey, like, I'm trying to get in the frat. Like, just buddy up with them. Just, like, actually be genuine to them. You know, if you don't fuck with them, fuck them. But, like, just network and just, if you know a lot of sorority girls and, like, that may get you in, but, like, at the same time, it really depends on who you know in the frat. Like, either rush, get in a fraternity, rush, and then don't join any fraternity. That's a good one. Or just start talking to people in the frats and just networking around.
I did that a couple
The
times.
rush one,
the
yeah.
rush one's easy. You just tell them, I was thinking about rushing. Oh, cool.
and
yeah.
do the little tour around the house for 20 minutes and then you're good.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good tip.
Oh, and if they give you a fucking bid and you're like, dude, like, I'm broke as shit. I have no fucking money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You sell that shit and be like, but I'm rushing next year. They're going to let you in all the fucking frat parties, bro. Like, I'm serious. It happened to my friend at fucking Bradley. He did the same shit. And like he was not in it frat, but he was like, since I'm gonna rush next year, so the whole like second semester, he was in every single frat party, like, cause they were like, dude, we're gonna give this guy a bid. This dude's so cool, we're gonna give him a bid, type shit.
And then in reality, like, the whole thing, it's like that Magic Johnson
He
meme
was
where it's
just
like,
finessing.
I'm not gonna be here. Like,
He just finessing, motherfucker. This shit was wild, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, those are my 3. Yeah, that's perfect.
those are good 3s, like, because the rush one I always be forgetting about, and I learned it too late. Like, I still got like a couple in, but if I knew that at the beginning, I might have saved that party that one night. I would have never called the police.
Like, dude, I know Matt, bro. They're talking about giving me a bid. Like, just say, oh yeah, they're giving me a bid, bro. Just be like,
And they'll let you in. They'll be like, they'll look at each other. And they'll be
don't use that because they're gonna be like, did you give this guy a bid? You know what I'm saying? But don't. I'll just fuck around.
nah, but
So, I'm going to the square tonight. We have a signature drink of choice that we like.
I swear to God, if you say the game face, is the game face.
no.
We like the Chug Jugs at Axis.
Those are adioses, right?
Yeah. The Chug Jugs.
The Chug Jugs.
I go to Axis, bro. I get a fucking adios. 1, I'll chug that hoe real quick. 2, and then I'm good for the whole fucking night.
That's one thing. Like, I usually I'd sip on like an adios, but like the trick is you have to chug it. Like, that's why we started calling it the Chug Jug. You have to chug it, and it'll fucking one of those, really 2, like 1 and then like 1.5 will get you straight. Like the next 2.5, 3 hours, like you're set. Like, and that's the one thing. Like, what are some of your favorite like bars and clubs to go to in San Marcos? Because honestly, I vibe with Axis. I think the Vault is cool some nights when they're not hoeing. Like, for me, what the Vault is, like, no shade to nobody that work at the Vault. Like, the music gotta hit right for the Vault. Like, sometimes they'll play like the unts music, and sometimes that's a vibe, like for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then some nights, yo, man, turn this shit off. Like, turn this shit.
Brother.
This guy stinks.
No, bro, that's what I'd be telling people. Like, it depends on the night you go to the fucking Vault. Because, like, if you get, like, a certain DJ and you don't necessarily fuck with that type of music, that's all they're going to play. Because some DJs out there, they like to play for themselves. Some play for the audience, but some play for themselves. So it really depends on the night. But usually, ever since I got to Texas State, my fucking pregame ritual was like this. Like, if we're going out and it's like 10 p.m., it's like 9 p.m., I'm going to Chimmy's. Pre-gaming at Chimmy's. Axis, pregame before the pregame. And then it's probably like 11 o'clock at that point. I hit Maylous. Yeah, I hit Maylous, Game Face. And then get the fuck out of Maylous because...
Once it gets packed,
because it's fucking hot as shit. And get the fuck out of Maylous. and then I'm probably ending at the vault. Cause I'm fucked up at that point. I don't care what the fuck the music is playing, or I'm ending at Nephews type shit.
We haven't ended the night. I think tonight we're gonna end the night at Nephews. Cause we've been to Nephews, but it's always dead every time we go. I think it's when we go too early.
Yeah, you got, bro. And I be telling people this: if you go to the square, bro, I'm telling you, all you motherfuckers just turned 21, just got your fake ID. We end at the motherfucking vault, and we end at fucking Nephews, or you end at Green Parrot. You can end at Maylou's if you want, but like that's not the vibe. Like Green Parrot, Maylou's, Nephews, right? But the vault and Nephews, you have to go in that bitch at 12:30, or there's gonna be a huge ass line, and you're not getting in, bro.
Even 12:30 is a stretch.
Yeah.
Like 12, you better make your mind up.
Play it safe. Like it's like airport security. You have to be in that bitch 2 hours before.
You gotta get there at noon.
Yeah, like for one of our buddies' birthday, like it didn't like it helped that we were like already like a little like under the influence when we went there in line, because we took too long to get to the vault. We showed up at like 12:15 and we didn't show up until 12:50 they let us in. We was in line for like 35 minutes. And the only reason why we kept going in because everybody was already in there, and it was like still 5 or 6 of us, and we're like, you know what? It's not even our buddies. It's our buddy's birthday. Like, we'll take one for the team tonight and we'll go in there. But you have to be there at like 12 or even before, because like you're not
getting in that bitch, bro.
You might as well just go chill out in the Axis or some shit.
And it's gonna be loud because like the freshman class is huge now, so like it's gonna be even worse. Like it's gonna be like they're gonna get their little fake IDs from like fake ID God or whatever, and they're gonna be fucking lining up at fucking vault and Nephew. So you really gotta get that bitch at like 11:30 now, like for real.
I gotta see, like tonight, like we might have to try 11:30, because in the summer it was like 12:15, just go ahead somewhere. But now, you're right, like now that the freshman class is here, like, and don't get me wrong, I love freshmen, but I already know they're gonna be so fucking stupid and annoying. The amount of fake IDs they finna do and the amount of bullshit they're gonna do on the side of the street, like, that's it. That's the one thing I'm excited about, just seeing like the higher possibility for like just dumb shit happening like on the side of the street. Because in the summertime, it just be the grown folk and nothing really happens.
We just be chilling, mind our own business, and then like fucking fall comes, everybody's, bro, people get hit by cars like on the, I'm serious. I mean, bro, I was literally walking down the street and this fucking ambulance comes by and goes zoom, and it's like, and it stops at the square. This lady got a big fucking whelp in her head because somebody she got ran over. I feel bad for the lady, but I was like, and he ran off. Like, no hit and run. Hit the bitch and ran off. I was like, damn. Like, what the fuck? Like, I remember that shit, bro. That was like...
That must be crazy. Like, that's the one thing, like, I hope I don't see. Because, A, I don't want to see nobody get hurt. But I know how myself, like, I'm one of those people, when I see accidents and shit like that, like, I'll laugh. So I'll be like, oh, shit. No, like, she got flattened. Or I'm going to try to hold it in, and it's going to look... And it's going to look...
Damn, that bitch died.
And it's hard because, like... I know it's stupid and I know it's bad, but it's like my first instinct is like I find sometimes shit like that. Like, of course I don't want to see nobody get maimed or like ruined for life. But like if somebody got like maybe sideswiped, like, and
honestly,
you're like, oh shit, or somebody trips on the little steps at the corner of the street and they face plant, you're like, oh fuck,
bro.
Like,
yes, bro.
It's funny to see people get hurt, not get hurt.
Yeah, like
die,
like if you go to the square, get hurt, but don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see you like maybe get beat up. Maybe I want to see a fight. Like I don't want to be in it, but like I want to be at like the end of the street. You know what I'm saying? Watching it happen.
I'm the motherfucker that's like,
we gotta fight. Get a fight on the party bus, man.
Party bus.
Hey, party bus fight.
We need
X
to get.
knows all about it.
Bro, y'all keep talking about this fucking party bus. I gotta get out.
You gotta go, bro. Like just one time. You're gonna be in 36, and it's gonna suck me to 36. Because the thing with 36 is like, once you go once or twice, you don't need to go anymore.
Yeah.
They just go to the nice bars. Go to West 6. Go to the nice bar where you can get a nice drink that's probably cheaper.
Mm-hmm. You gotta go to the fucking local bars like that or not 6 and shit, bro. Like, go find a little nice little Austin girl and be like, I don't like 6. She's gonna be like, oh, there's this bar Frazier's over here and blah blah. You're gonna be set, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what literally like. I feel like nobody in Austin goes to 6. They live like 36. Yeah. They go everywhere else but
36 is only the college and high school kids that go there. The high school kids with a fake ID. Because 36, like, don't do it, but do it. Like, it's the only place that in Austin that doesn't care about fake IDs. Really.
No, yeah. Facts.
Like, our buddy went like, and he was a light skinned nigga. He went with a dark skinned nigga ID, and he had dreads, and they didn't even give a fuck.
I kid you not, freshman year at Bradley, I fucking got in with a white girl's ID, like into the bar. Yeah, they like looked at it and gave it back to me and said, "Here you go, you're good." Like they did not give a shit at Bradley. They really.
And it's weird because once you turn 21, they never ID you.
No, yeah. I get fucking ID'd a lot, actually. It's fucking a pain in my ass. I feel like they're just doing it. They're like, because they're like, oh, you gotta take it out your wallet and shit like that.
Yeah, and I be showing them like,
dog.
I be showing them like the little flap, and it just has my like.
You're like, can you take it out?
And I'm like, and they be looking at it like they fucking FBI agents, like trying to put it up against the light. It's like, dog, like.
They be bending it and shit. I'm like, bro, this is a real fucking
like, you're gonna piss me the fuck off if you break this shit. And then, you know, if they break it, they'll be like, oh, oops. Like, they won't give a fuck. And that's the one thing is, like, I swear to God, bro, these bouncers be pissing me off. I never understood that. Like, before going into bars, like, oh, the bouncer's just doing his job. Now, these bouncers be dickheads. Like, just
you gotta know the bouncers, yeah.
Or just be nice to them, you know, because they be fucking dickheads for no reason. And they'll let you in for the most part, but they'll be the most biggest hard asses before you get in. Like, it makes you not even want to get into the fucking bar. Yeah, like, the whole time you're in there, you're like, this fucking dickhead guy in the front, I gotta give him a piece of my fucking mind. Like, that's what you do to
fight this motherfucker right now.
Yeah, and you had no problem with him beforehand.
No, yeah.
And it just because
like, he just like the way they look at you. They're like, what's up, bro? All right, you good. Just walk out. All right, cool.
That was pretty spot on. I mean,
yeah, like with the hand behind the back. Like, they don't be leaning on shit. They'll just be like, standing up straight.
Like, yeah, like, because they got the little bar stool and shit, like, be like,
I know how Axis will have that one guy sitting inside like he's extra security.
No,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this guy gonna fucking do too? Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Alright. RP Vodka Street, bro.
Yeah. So we're hitting towards the end of the episode, and at the end of the show, we like to do a segment with our guests called PSA, where you basically get to say whatever you want, get whatever agendas you have off your chest, and tell the audience what you're thinking, what's on your mind.
I'll give you some examples. Like, we've had some people, they be nice, right? They spread some positivity, like, you know what I mean, getting your shit together. We've also had me, who, one of the episodes, I protested that we should get rid of airports because... Let me explain. Yeah. It's because...
It was during the pandemic.
It was during the pandemic because too many people was doing shit to ruin it. It was when they was licking ice cream and shit at grocery stores. It's like...
yeah,
or
you remember that?
They was getting naked on planes and shit. Like, it's just... You remember when they keep having those fights and shit? Like, that 2-3 week span where every single day there was a new fight.
New mask, motherfucker. New mask,
or it was the Burger King guy.
That shit was wild, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, bro, we don't deserve these. No. So something like that. Like, we've had people like trash the like sports teams or musical artists on the podcast, and we just like us, like we might be against it, but we just gotta let it go. Like, it's your PSA.
All right, so my PSA is, man, you are going to die. You are literally, everybody in this room is going to die. And listen, I know, not now, but eventually, I know that I was like, you're going to die right now. No. Listen, you are going to eventually die, right? And why are we not trying our best to achieve something that you really believe in? It doesn't matter what your family thinks, what your parents think, or whatever, or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't listen to anybody else. If there's something you want to do and achieve it, or try to achieve it, like, go ahead and do it, because there's no second chances in life, bro. Like, people always stop doing stuff because of, like, what everybody else thinks. Like, if I gave a fuck what anybody else thought about, like, this sorority shit, I would not be, like, half of the places I've been. I would not have, like, a lot of the opportunities I have now. And, like, you just really cannot give a fuck. Like, do not give a fuck, because at the end of the day, your life is your own life. Nobody else can control your life, and they shouldn't be able to control your life. Yeah, whatever you want to do it. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It matters how happy you are at the end.
That's a great message. I'm with you on that. It's like, just to add on to that, also too, like, for a lot of the people that listen and they're like in their like early 20s, like teens, like, bro, now's the time to fuck up and do shit. Like, I know it sounds corny, like you hear it and you're like, yeah, but bro, you can fuck up when you're 21, when you're 20, like, even like 23, 24, you can't fuck up really when you 31, 32. Like,
yeah, you can't fuck up when you got like kids and like priorities and shit. My dad was saying, like, telling me that shit. He's like, when I had you, you know what I'm saying, I can't fuck up anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it falls back on me now. You know, I got responsibilities and shit. So like, whenever he was telling me this shit, he was like, whatever you want to do it fucking now while you don't have any responsibilities and shit like that.
Yeah, go try shit too. Like shit you like you said, like with the sorority shit, like it's cool, like you tried it, like, you know what I mean? Like that might have been the target audience that you wanted to do, but you got it. And
and also with trying, like, it doesn't, like, you, bro, if you don't make it, like, there are so many people who like tried to, like, there are so many people who have, like, if you just try at your shit and, like, you are so far ahead of, like, 80% of people. Like, if you just try to do it. Try to do it for a year or two or three, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, you're like, oh, I don't like, at least you fucking try. Yeah. There are a lot of motherfuckers who will not even try. So please, like, whatever you want to do that shit and do it with purpose, bro.
Hey, do it with purpose. That is...
I want to emphasize, too, you have one life thing, too. I mean... You can't fuck up. You gotta go hard because you don't want to die and have all these regrets.
Yeah.
And I say this as coming from someone who I just lost one of my former high school teammates. Man, he was 21. Mm-hmm. He was 21. That shit's crazy. So it's just like, appreciate your homies every day too. That's another important thing. Make sure you tell people that you love them, and make sure you make every day count with your work ethic and the love you show people.
I'm with y'all, man. Look at us being positive and
man,
shit.
I had a lot of fun, man. This is a great episode.
We appreciate you coming on too. Like, if you want to plug any of your shit too as well, like,
follow me on Instagram, young036_. It's the same on TikTok. TikTok's more popular, but the Instagram is more personal. 036 Texas State Girls music video out right fucking now. I just dropped that.
It's dope. Yesterday. It's dope too.
Yes, and yeah.
Quick question. You filmed that at Sanctuary at the top of the parking lot, did you?
Not Sanctuary. It's another dorm. There's a dorm parking lot.
Okay, because I could.
Oh, not Tower.
Was it?
It's like the one. San Jack.
Because I was watching it and I was like, is it San Jack? I was watching it. I was like, bro, I've been on this fucking roof before.
I feel like everybody's been on that roof before.
But go check it out too. We're gonna have all his links in the description, everything like that. If you want to follow him, please listen to his music because it's pretty dope. We wouldn't have invited him on if his shit was fucking trash. Yeah. So we got you, guys.
Thanks.
Hey, shout out Danny for helping us set up.
Shout out Danny too.
Yeah. But yeah, Young 36, man. Appreciate
you coming on, my guy, man.
Hopefully, I'll see y'all at the motherfucking
Oh,
square.
you will definitely see this. You will definitely see us. I will apologize in advance for all of our behavior. Oh, yeah. You'll definitely see us there.
Most definitely, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But for the young Rottweiler, Ethan Hamilton, I'm Gage Sutton 007. Thank y'all for watching our recording, and we will see y'all next week.
See y'all.
It's blooming.
Hey, is this thing on?